All right, everybody, who here wants a quick look? You know, we're doubling down here at the Advanced Knife Bro house. You know, we're doing away with all the cool stories on this one, make it lean and efficient like in the old days. Okay, maybe just like one cool story somewhere in here. There was a time I was able to do a 4-minute knife video, so let's try to get back to that. Was it good? Probably not, but the key is that they are never good, none of them. Now, today's knife is lit out the front from Kershaw. Or is it Kershaw? Like a sneeze, like Kershaw. Or the Kershaw. I don't know how to say it, and I don't really freaking care. It's like Sammy Kershaw, the country singer. Okay, that's how I pronounce it. That's how it's gonna be in my head. Like kind of like Micarta is like people call it Micarta. That's how they pronounce it, but I'm like that's actually Micarta. That's how it's written. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. Anyway, there's the cool story. So made in the USA, this particular trim is with the Ultem in a BladeHQ exclusive. So let's look at the dimensions card. We're moving through this. So I know how the fellow kids these days don't say cool, and I think lit was probably about 10 years old now, so no one says that anymore. But how do the cool kids denote something that is of interest nowadays? Is it like the Riz? Yeah, I think just the rest of my hair fell out. It's already gone anyway, but I'm not sure my body was designed to say Riz. So the Livewire is Kershaw's first out the front, but not their first auto. They've been making autos for years with their launch series, you know, out the sides, but we all know out the fronts are the Cadillac of autos. And by that I mean more desirable to some people, more expensive than some cars, and sometimes mechanically finicky. But that's why we like them, right? Now, out the fronts are emphasized as a tactical knife that dancing gang members scare their opponents with. But really, they're not really scary, you know? There's not the guys dancing around them anymore. They're just fidget toys, you know? You're more likely to hurt yourself with than other people. Now, the Livewire features on the blades and on newer models a magnacut blade, which I think there was, I don't remember what the prior version was. I read it somewhere, but I forgot already. Which, you know, magnacut is a new hot shit steel that's been out for a couple of years now. It is a long-wearing super steel, known for its corrosion resistance and developed by the knife steel nerds dude, Laren. It's coated here, but under that coating, just know it's resisting that corrosion extremely well. Blade here is a spear point with a single edge only. Handle here is comfortable and not too small, and thanks to my fine motor skills and my fully functioning hands, I am able to hold onto it well. One side is see-through because of the Ultem. Please don't say pee-through because that's a little immature. Pee jokes are cringe, guys. Now, Ultem is a very machinable but mostly yellow polycarbonate material. People prefer it because, you know, you can see through it. I know there was a guy that was like, hey, what's the difference between this and FRN? And I guess you can see through it, all right? They're both plastics. But its popularity in knives is due to its machining tolerances. It resists breaking and melting. You know, when you go to Home Depot, you bought acrylic before. It's not easy to use hand tools on. You got to be very careful with it, otherwise it chips or breaks. Well, Ultem is used because it does not have those same properties. Now, unfortunately, it looks like it only comes in like different shades of yellows right now. There are different color grades of Ultem, from darker yellow to lighter yellow, and this handy Ultem guide here shows you about where this Ultem color falls on the scale. Action is amazing though. There are a few out the fronts I don't like. Sorry, I read that wrong. There are a few out the fronts I don't like. It's loud here, it fires pretty hard, so it's not office material unless you've recently been work from homed, laid off. So like nearly all the out the fronts except for the deadlocks, there is some blade play. If you have, say, an Ultratech from the microtech, expect about that level of blade play. It feels very comparable. This is a characteristic of an out the front, with most having the blade play and only a few that don't. I bring this up because every single time you post a new out the front, somebody goes, does it have blade play? Are they trying to trick you into saying, yes, it has blade play, and so they can do their little comment about how they don't like blade play? Or are they really wanting to know? Assume an out the front has it unless it is put there in writing right at the top, like no blade play. Like, that's the biggest selling point of a no blade play one. If you don't see that listed anywhere in the product description, it has it, okay? That's a rule of thumb. Pocket clip is reversible to the right or left side. Hey man, is it tip up or tip down? Oh, it's in a tip down configuration. Thanks for asking. It's a deep carry in the pocket. It slides in. Here's how well it slides in. These are not my regular shorts. You've probably seen these in a lot of videos. I don't have a lot of clothes. I wear the same clothes all the time. Comparisons. First, the Livewire versus the Microtech Bounty Hunter, which is an Ultratech. You remember I talked about those earlier in the video? I hope you know what those are. The Livewire feels slightly more refined than the Ultratech. Now that's probably attributed to less pocket lint, wood shavings, and pubes down in the Livewire versus the Microtech, which I've had for several years now. Good thing about Ultem though is you can see the pubes when they get in there, so you can take it apart and remove the pubes. And is a little bit cheaper, you know, both are kind of lightweight. Now the Deadlock, you know, the Model C, of course, no blade play here. This was like the first out the front that didn't have blade play. I think I said that one time. Some guy's like, actually, there's a custom that's like $3,500 that doesn't have it. Why didn't you know about that one? Because I've never held it, and most people haven't either, okay? All right, I didn't know about it. Sorry, I'm not perfect. Now, this is the aluminum Model C, which was an $1,100 knife when it was available. Of course, the Livewire here, half aluminum, half Ultem, but there are some all aluminum models that are anodized different colors. I think the aluminum is discontinued now. I think it's all titanium. I think they got bullied into doing titanium again. Or you know what? Maybe Gavin chose titanium again for another reason that I don't know about. Maybe he wasn't bullied into it. Now, how about the Deadlock Model B? This one was $1,350, although it's regular carbon fiber, and I can get a $50 knife in carbon fiber, so I would rather this be Ultem. Can you imagine if they did Ultem on a Deadlock? This is not an expensive material. I told you I was not going to do tangents, and I've been doing tangents here. I love it. You know, I love the Deadlock, and that about does it, all right? Say hi to the patrons. They're keeping me afloat with my new gear and lenses for my video production. You know, I have to get new monitors and hard drives, and planning on upgrading my camera body sometime next year, so I appreciate this. You know, if you don't want to be a patron, you can also give a super thanks below the video if you don't want to deal with the whole signing up for Patreon. That supports me directly as well. You can also buy the Stump shirt through the links below. Supports me. Check out the links, you know, below the video. BladeHQ exclusive Ultem is only available there. It's probably the best looking version out there currently, in my opinion. And those links support me too if you buy through those. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching.